join the scene. Hang with the kindest wobble queen. Brick crochet, brick crafting smiles the handmade way. She's stitching joy in every row, with colors bright and yarny glow. From loop to loop she's living the dream, crafting magic soft and serene. Break crochet, the wobble queen. Break crochet, the wobble queen. So drop that follow, join the scene. Hang with the kindest wobble queen. Break crochet, crafting smiles the handmade way. A yarny legend crochet queen, hooks in hand with flair so keen. Break crochet, the wobble queen. She's stitching joy in every row, with colors bright and yarny glow. From loop to loop she's living the dream, crafting magic soft and serene. Break crochet, the wobble queen. She's turning yarn into handmade frames. With every stitch she sets the tone, a crafty vibe all of her own. She's stitching joy in every row, with colors bright and yarny glow. From loop to loop she's living the dream, crafting magic soft and serene. Break crochet, the wobble queen. Join the scene, hang with the kindest wobble queen. Brick crochet, brick crafting smiles the handmade way. She's stitching joy in every row, with colors bright and yarny glow. From loop to loop she's living the dream, crafting magic soft and serene. Break crochet, the wobble queen. Follow, join the scene, hang with the kindest wobble queen. Brick crochet, crafting smiles the handmade way. A yarny legend crochet queen, hooks in hand with flair so keen. Break crochet, the wobble queen. She's stitching joy in every row, with colors bright and yarny glow. From loop to loop she's living the dream, crafting magic soft and serene. Break crochet, the wobble queen. She's turning yarn into handmade frames. With every stitch she sets the tone, a crafty vibe all of her own. She's stitching joy in every row, with colors bright and yarny glow. From loop to join the scene. Hang with the kindest wobble queen. Brick crochet, brick crafting smiles the handmade way. She's stitching joy in every row, with colors bright and yarny glow. From loop to loop, she's living the dream, crafting magic soft and serene. Break crochet, the wobble queen. Break crochet, the wobble queen. So drop that follow, join the scene. Hang with the kindest wobble queen. Brick crochet, crafting smiles the handmade way.
Welcome in. How is everyone doing? Thank you for the check-in, Crafty. Axis got first. Yay! And Axis, thank you for the 13-month subscription. Thank you for the tier 1 subscription. Thank you for the 13 months. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I think he's checking in. He's Crafty. He's being crafty. He's gonna sneak up on us. And do something. So, hi friends, why am I a fool? Because you didn't get first. He's Axis slipped in there and got first. Today I'm making a pattern. This is from Yarnspirations. So it's a free pattern, but for some odd reason I couldn't get the little here, we'll do this. I think this is it. I am going to copy and paste this in. I don't want to. Hold on. Let's do this. I don't want to put something. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. That'll work. Now let's see what I just did. So I can get everything back to where it goes. Ooh, you're working on your very first pair of gloves today. That is great. More whatever. I might could do like fingerless gloves. That would be where I could go, but I guess anyway, it's Yarnspirations. It's called a pumpkin scrubby. I can't get the doohickey to come up, and by doohickey I mean pattern. So anyway, this is fingertipless. Okay, Barbara, over this way. You made your first pair years ago, never again. Um, I'm not, I'm not, ugh, I'm not a glovey. I mean, I love gloves. I love them with all of my heart, but I don't know if I can make them like and be sane by the time I got done with them because I would probably make one and never make the second one. Because, I feel like that's the way I am. I've literally added more to the whips list than I think I've gotten done out of the whips list. But so today I'm going to use Lily Sugars and Cream. Lily Sugars and Cream. That's a new yarn out there for the orange. I'm doing that for the orange. And then I'm going to use I Love This Cotton for the leaf and the little piece. You're using the waistcoat stitch and had to frog a bunch of it because it was too tight. I'm trying to come up with a small idea to make everybody at work that would maybe take me 5-10 minutes each, since there's like 60 people. And mind you, if I made just my department something, I'm working, and then somebody saw it, they all get to be to lack of they all get butthurt, for lack of a better term, because I made something I made little hearts for Valentine's Day, and they were just like little things that you could just put your paper clips in. It was just like a little trinket dish. Nothing. And somebody from another department saw that and said, "I didn't get one." If HR did not come to me and said, "You're gonna have to make them one." I'm like, "Why? They're not in my department." "Well, I mean, we can't be that way." I said, "Well, then I'm not making nothing for anybody ever again." I said, "It's that is ridiculous because someone got their feelings hurt over," and I'm talking about they're older than me. I don't know. We're not even gonna discuss it, but I was like, so then I made everybody pumpkin pins for Halloween last year, and then I made little, wreath pins for everybody, at Christmas time. But I told him, I said, I'm not doing it anymore. I mean, if I make something for the people that so I would just like every now and then our department will like do gifts for each other. So that's just when I do it. Good morning, Stellar. How are you doing? Um, well, I would say coddle, coddle, coddle. I'm not a coddler. Ask my kids. Ask my kids who the coddler is in our family. It's not me. But anyway, enough drama. So I'm gonna make this pumpkin, and of course, I am going this scrubby. I'm thinking I'm gonna make it like I want to make it more of a fidgety kind of thing, like where you can just like fidget. I don't know. So it says to put 30 double crochets into a chain 3 connect and chain 3 chain 3 slip stitch chain 3 and then put 30 double crochets into the ring. So I'm just going to do a magic ring and hopefully it will not fall apart. And it's probably a chain 3 because it's a scrubby and it doesn't want to fall apart, but I'm not going to use it as a scrubby. I'm gonna use it for something else. It's gonna be a decoration. So I really don't think that, I'm gonna worry about my ears are itching. I'm not gonna worry about somebody if they were burning, I would think someone was talking about me. But anyway, um, as I sing to you this morning, song of my people, which I have no idea what, you know, crazy people, crazy redheads. I don't know what I am this morning. Um I've got a 3-day weekend, and I'm already planning out what I'm doing for Monday. I mean, and it's gonna be all chores because I just would rather do all my chores on one day. Morning! How are you doing, Linda? Welcome in, welcome in. How are you doing this morning? And you, Stellar? How are all of y'all doing? Let's see. Um, Stellar's working on some gloves. No, Axis is working on some gloves. Crafty's working on his shawl. Had to, and I always hate though when you have to back. I'm just checking out a second-hand yarn store today. Very excited. Oh wow! I don't know. I've got to corner down a kid tomorrow. She's coming over to the house, and I'm supposed to be making a baby blanket for a baby shower in October. And she said she would pick out the yarn colors, and I'm just trying. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we have 14. So, um, I've got to get her corralled. That's it. I've got to get her corralled. And 15. get her to a yarn store. 16, 17. Okay, you're gonna have to so, would a secondhand yarn store be like I mean, if I just donated all my yarn? Ooh, you had chaffles this morning. Yes, you do. You need to share pictures from your adventure. I think Crafty we all know that Crafty probably could open up a secondhand yarn store. He would, they get it from all over and resell. You probably could too. I I am finding yarn in parts of the house that I didn't know. So I'm trying. I don't think I can open up a secondhand yarn store, but I probably could sell some at my next sale, but I won't do that because I mean, I'm one of those type of people. I'm like, I just never know when I might use it. I have a very hard time of letting some things go. Some things. Others, it's not hard at all. I can let it go. Just like that. Let it go. Other things, it's very, very hard. Very, very hard. So, the same here, we're called hoarders. Ah, I think if somebody saw this room in its whole entirety, you might I'm not a hoarder per se, I'm just very disorganized. Very, very disorganized. And when I try to get organized, I'm like a little squirrel, and I get I'm like, "Squirrel," and I go somewhere else. I don't know why I do that, but I do. I'm like, "Oh, let's work on this." And I should just stick to the project. That's why I tell my kids sometimes, like, I'll do, like, I tell myself, "I'm gonna work 20 minutes on this." And then I go, "Oh, I can do 20 minutes." Because sometimes I don't know if I have ADHD or ADD or one of those, but sometimes it's just I literally have squirrel moments, and I'm like, "Oh, look at that. That's what I need to do." So I tell myself that I have to do something for 20 minutes, and then when I do it, then I usually get into it, and I'm usually in it for more than 20 minutes. But then I'm like, "Oh, okay. My 20 minutes are up, and I can go about and do my business if I wanted to or start something new." Got 4 more to make. Um, but yeah, I think I'm really bad at some things like that. So, but, last weekend I spent with, P-Pop and my mom. We took her to a PT appointment, and I had a blast being a Gigi and, just, having the baby, and we did everything all day together, and then her mommy came home, and, um so that first chain 3 does not count as a stitch, so we gotta make 1 more. Um, so, I had a blast though, I really did, it was fun, um, we got to drive around, of course, I bought her some clothes, my mom bought her some clothes, um, and we literally had a blast, so and I'm gotta get some pictures up because she put her candy corn hat on, and it was so cute. She was so mad at her mom. She was like, She looked at her like, "I cannot believe you have me out here touching grass with this hat on." Fairy Dust, how are you doing? Welcome in. 1, 2, 3. So we're gonna do it says to do 6 double crochet in each double crochet around. So, yeah, we're gonna see how that works. I started to do one last night in an acrylic yarn, but a different color yarn because I wanted to make something different. I wanted to make something for KK because, this is where I kinda got the fidget idea, from because she wanted something. She has a lot of, like, cherry stuff in her, like, cherry pillows, cherry everything in her studio, and, so I was like, maybe if I made her just a big gigantic acrylic with a bigger hook and, they could sit there, like, while they're getting their hair done and play with the fidget. That's what I was thinking. So, but we'll see. We'll see how this works out, and then and we'll see how everything else works out. But I was doing it in my room, my bedroom last night, and I didn't have all the lights on, and Papa had went to sleep, and I didn't want to have a ton of lights on and wake him up. So, because, that's I mean, technically that's what I'm supposed to do in life. That's my whole goal is to make sure that, you know, I give him a hard time to sleep. I'm just kidding. But I want But, that's what I was trying to do. Our neighbor was cleaning his pool out to shut it down this weekend. So, I'm sure on Monday he will be shutting his pool down for the season. He was out there cleaning it real good yesterday. So, and it's been nice this weekend. We've had 80s. But hey Panther, how are you doing? Welcome in. Um, you want it was 53. Oh, I am so ready for fall. That's why we're doing pumpkins. That's why we're doing pumpkins. Other people out there are drinking their pumpkin spice lattes, and us crafters are crocheting pumpkins. I think this would be really good. I don't know. I don't know. Because technically, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Yeah. And are you ready for fall? Are you ready? Or have some of you already started your Christmas projects that you're making for people? I know Fairy Dust was making a hat for somebody, I thought, for Christmas. Maybe I misunderstood. I'm actually crocheting a shawl. Okay. Maybe that was it. I crochet I crocheted a Christmas mouse and a New Year's champagne bottle oh, wow, Panther. That is cool. You're trying to use up your yarn. I've made some hats and scarves for Christmas gifts already. I've got ear warmers on my mind for the gift shop. Oh, cool. I saw a lady the other day, and I know that I've seen them before, but they were just like little ear muffs that just go like this and not anything here. Hi, Crafty. How are you doing? Hi, Crafty, Crafty Miriam. How are you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. And I've got a whatever right there with my pumpkin. Um, but anyway, I thought it was on Instagram, so I was gonna like look it up because I'm sure there's a pattern for those somewhere. I know my kids are in full Papa's already in full pumpkin mode. He uh Cheerios put out their pumpkin spiced Cheerios. Got him a couple boxes, so he will have pumpkin spice Cheerios to eat over the next couple months. Hi, Heart. How are you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. Doing great. And you? And your new project is looking beautiful. I love the colors of the yarn. Love the colors. So we're doing 6 double crochets in each stitch, and I'm trying to pull back and look at each stitch and make sure that I get it in there. So it's ruffling up pretty darn well. It's actually going to be other colors too. Oh, wow. Oh, I am glad you brought up Mary Maxim. Yes. You might get some of it and do a hexy cardigan. Okay. So I went a little crazy. Um, Go figure. You saw the green. I have pink and blue in the background. Oh, wow. That is great. No, um, yes, the one that, yeah. Um, when I was going through my Instagram and it said, "Oh, Heart's got a new story." So I went to it and, and I hearted it because, I heart things I like. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3. But, yeah, when I saw the colors, I was like, "Oh, that's some pretty colors." But I went and got crazy, and I ordered, a few things from Hirschner's for my spooky stream with picking hauls, and, then I went on Mary Maxim yesterday or the day before, and I got some Christmas stuff. So, I'm waiting. So we will have some, unpackaging of the goods soon. I'll do it all at once or something when it all comes in. So, you love how the ribbing on the collar turned out. I'm so excited to see the sweater finished. I've adapted a pattern into my own thing for it, and it's art. Oh, that is cool. That is cool. I don't know what made me I the I was like, "I've gotta get something for the spooky thing because Picking Hall says she's already got what she's going to do." And, so I handed the Hirschner's catalog to Papa, and I said, "Hey, pick something Halloween out of there." And he did. So we shall see. The pattern is all DC, but I changed it to alternating rows. What I saw, it was pretty, but I changed. That is cool. I'm sure it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be beautiful. Heart, you're making it. It's going to be beautiful. Amazing. And yesterday, I don't ever y'all, I'm just going to tell you she's not in here yet, or she's not in here. She's probably out whatever, because I think she does something Unicorn does something at the library on, Saturdays. Um, I don't ever get on TikTok. Don't ever get on TikTok. Makes me mad. Y'all, I opened up TikTok the other day and there's Unicorn with Mr. Big Willie right there on the front thing, like my For You page. I just had to start laughing. Oh, I'm sure to share it with my Twitch grandma. Oh, thank you, Heart. That's so sweet. I I just had to laugh because she was the first thing that was on my uh thing. So it kind of made me laugh. It was like, well, okay, TikTok isn't that bad. It's got Unicorn on there and Mr. Willie. So, oh gosh, I'm having a hard time with my, what do you wanna call it? My double crochet. Maybe I should have done half doubles, and then that way I could just, because technically you don't have to, this goes like 6 double crochets in each row, and then on the second row that we do, it's 5 double crochets in each row. So technically, you could, just keep going and making it as big as you wanted. This is the brand I've had questions about. I've seen the brand pop up in my wholesale adventures, but have no experience with it. A lot of people, a lot of streamers get her yarn, and doesn't she do like an advent calendar for Christmas? Because I'm pretty sure I've seen Zach open up her advent calendar that she gets, um, at Christmas, and she opens up one and she makes something. So, my nose. It's the fall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, pulling that back, I'm trying to make sure I get every stitch. So, because I know that, the Kayla does, like, she knits a sweater or something. I've watched her during her advent calendar, and she does it on Instagram, so that's probably where I see it more, is on her Instagram. So, as I Tweedledee this yarn up, and I don't know what Tweedledee in yarn is, but that's what I just did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm making up my own words as I go along because I can. That's it. So, when I first started watching Twitch back in 2020, there was a lady that I watched, and, she had a farm, and she was a professor, and she retired, and she decided to buy a farm and have sheep on it so she could make her own. She'd always just wanted to make her own yarn. So that's what she did. Dr. Seuss, yes, he's making his own words. True. I wish I could be a doctor somewhere. No, I don't. No, I don't. I don't want the stress. I don't want the being a crafter is stressful enough sometimes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm counting my nose. This is the only thing I hate, I think, about spring and fall. My nose runs constantly. And in the fall, it shouldn't be anything, but somebody said it was ragweed in the fall. I don't know. I'm just happy for the cooler weather. So you have 1 hank of the Heather Bezo and 2 of the Aquarius. Um, hey, Emma, how are you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, yeah, it's at least ruffling up good enough to where I guess it could be a scrubby. I'm telling you, I'm not gonna scrubby this anything. I'll probably take it to work and, like, chunk it at people when I've gotten to the point where at work now I put headphones on so that all everybody talking doesn't bother me because it's getting to the point where I can hear people. Hi, Sapio. How are you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. And I hope I said that right. So yeah, I getting really like a lot of noise canceling. So one of the girls hit me with a paper clip the other day, landed on my head, and I was like, "In the world, who's throwing paper clips?" She's like, "I've been talking to you." Ah, oh, chunking scrubbies at people isn't nice. No, it's not, but I mean, it's better than paper clips. Thank you, Sophia. Thank you. I'm trying. I'm trying. Okay, hold on. Oh, thank you for the bits, Linda. I'm I am not paying attention. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry, Linda. So sorry. My thing didn't go. It probably went off here, but I didn't see it here. I am so sorry. Thank you for the 25 biddies. I know my brain's not working. I'm telling my nose is about ready to fall. My nose is going to fall off. It's going to fall off. No, I'm sorry, Linda. You are such a great supporter of the stream. And actually, you all are. You all are wonderful. I shouldn't, but Linda, you do. I don't really ever I don't require anything. Um, but I know she's not paying attention, bludgeon her with paper clip. You're my I bet you my nose falling off would be against terms of service. Oh God. But one, two, three, four. Um, I would let y'all bludgeon me with online paper clips. I mean, if there was ever such a thing. Yes, I do love notions. I would rather have somebody throw stitch markers at me. Yes, I really would. I really would. But to but I don't know. Like I said, is everyone ready for fall? I'm ready for fall. My hair's falling out. I'm ready for fall. Um, Papa mentioned the other day, 3, that him and the girls are thinking about going ahead and decorating some things for Halloween already so they can get 2 months of Halloween decorations in, and then we change. Now the lady down the street doesn't, but we change and they do 2 months of Christmas decorations. Now the lady down the street, she does Halloween, then the whole month of November, she has turkeys and all kinds of things out in her yard. Crazy, crazy. She celebrates them all. What? Yes, I talked. Yeah. Did y'all send him in here to hit me with paper clips? Uh, you're nudging him up, telling him, go in there and hit her with paper clips. She's not paying attention. I know, Biscuit. Come here. We are not playing with your toys. I entered Finn into a dog photo contest. He's in the running to win a photo shoot to be featured as one of the dogs. Oh, wow. That is great. I didn't even know they did stuff like that. That is so cool. Biscuit, please get down. At least he listened. That is cool. Well, I would, and you know what? I would probably go get one of those scratch offs and just keep it forever because it would have Finn on it. If one of them ever had biscuit on it, that's what I would do. Wouldn't I, biscuit? Because I love you. You're my best friend. You are. He's like, listen here, woman, you're my mom. We're gonna have a talk. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I shouldn't have a problem when I have to do the 5 row, loser, scratch off or not. I'm keeping the ticket and frame it. That's true. When I went to see my daughter, she had gotten her insurance company had sent her a scratch off ticket for her birthday, and she won, I think, a free ticket. She's like, "Here, mom, I'm never gonna go trade this in. Go get another ticket." I was like, "Okay." I still have it in my purse, so I need to go trade it in. If I want anything big off of it, I would, of course, send it straight to her because, you know, I don't buy scratch off tickets very much, but when I do, I know, bud. I'm gonna pick you up in a minute. Just let me get to 6. If I buy a scratch off ticket, I know this is really weird, but I worked with a girl at Walmart and her dad, I think it was her dad. Is her dad or her dad's friend? I forget. Worked for a company that biscuit, you can't sit on the desk. I know. He's like, I'm sitting somewhere, woman. You're gonna take it. That's it. Um, so he worked for the and he always told her to buy her tickets in okay, so you go on the lottery website and it says 1 in 3 chances wins a ticket. So you buy 3 tickets. That was her rule. She because one of them was gonna win. And I was like, "Oh, never knew that." I know. He's trying to take up my seat is what he's trying to say, "I think we're done streaming for right now." But we're not because we're not even done with our first row of pumpkin. And, that's what I do. If I win something off when I do play, if I win something off, it just goes into, like, the little lottery ticket money, and that's I gotta cover a biscuit up because he's shaking. It is kinda cold in here. I worked with a lady, in Florida, and she won money every week. She did, like I think it was like a where you pick, like, the daily numbers, and it's like and she said she always played the same numbers every week, every day, and she always won money, but that's how she played the lottery. She never spent what her initial investment, that was it, and then she just played money every whatever she won. I was like, "I guess that's a smart way to be." That way you don't get locked up in it. But, you know, my vice is Diet Coke. Somebody else's might be the lottery, and I say, "Have fun. Life is fun." So, life's supposed to be fun. Your dad plays the 4 life one? Oh, yeah. It's where if you don't yes. I've seen that one, and, but I would yeah, I'd have to play the same numbers all the time because you know Biscuit, honey, what are you doing? Y'all, I'm gonna be standing up crocheting here in just about a minute. if it takes him that long to get me to do it because he is taking up the whole back end of the seat, and I'm bigger than he is, but he says the seat's his. Buddy, that's as low as the back end will go. What are Hold on. I'm sorry, everyone. I'm letting Biscuit, get comfortable. I can't tell him no. I always hate getting in line at the gas station behind people that buy $100 credit. Oh, no. I don't think I could do that. Step to the side. If you win, you can get back in line. That would be me. I mean, 2. He's still not situated. Oh, he's situated. Now is my season. Now is the season and for my B-rated movies of vampires, werewolves, and everything. So I will be looking for some good B-rated movies for werewolves, vampires, and anything scary. Most of the time during the summer, I do shark movies, sharks and crocodiles. I know this is way too much information, and I'm going way off on a tangent because I'm doing a pumpkin, but maybe there's a B-rated movie out there with a pumpkin head. Hi, Mentally. How are you doing? You're just standing there wanting to pay for your gas and coffee, and yes, it shouldn't take that long. I usually go to the same gas station all the time whenever if I have to stop and whatever. And I really don't like going in because and I'm gonna say this, I don't like going in because that's what they want you to do. They want you to go in to get stuff. The gas is to get you to the place. And then all the snackaroonies. I am doing good. I rewatched y'all playing Peak the other night. That was just too much. Too much. I heard you're gonna play it again on Monday. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna pop me some popcorn and sit back and drink a Diet Coke and hopefully laugh my butt off again because y'all were hilarious. Hopefully my sound and voice chat works. I tell you, you guys were too much. Too much. We're almost to the end of this pumpkin, at least the first round. When a person doesn't know how to count to 6, it's pretty sad. I go between 2 gas stations, depends on which one is cheaper on my way to work. If it's the first one's cheaper, I'll get Yes. Well, and Picking Hall's taking pictures of her dad when he's dead on the ground. I'm with you, Fairy Dust. You gotta go where the gas is cheaper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, if Papa does a lot of grocery shopping during the week, I'll go and use the points that he's used at our grocery store to get cheaper gas. One week I got $1.30 off a gallon. Talk about a very happy little redhead because I was happy. So We do not have a BJ's near us. We do not. Every now and then I'll get it at Sam's if I'm down going past them. We have 2 locations. But most of the time I just go to the grocery store if I'm going, and then we have a gas station that's right down the road, and if I am in dire need, and their prices aren't that bad. So, 6. Um, we had the when we lived in Florida, we had the BJ's, and I can't remember whether the BJ's and Sam's were close to each other, and they're both on my way, so it's my mom will drive out of her way to the other no. I if it's on most of the time, this is what I do on Saturday mornings, which I did not do this morning, but Saturday mornings, I usually get up and I go get, like, maybe something like just mini groceries for the weekend because um Papa normally gets our groceries during the middle of the week because then you don't have to deal with the Saturday and Sunday grocery shoppers. So I'll go, like, if we're missing something, I'll go on a Saturday morning, I get it. And then I get my gas on Saturday morning. And then that way I always have gas in the car for the week. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm getting ready to sneeze. No, I'm not. Because I said I was going to sneeze. My brain said, no, you're not. And then I don't have to worry about getting gas during the middle of the week. But that's the way I do it. And we have same grocery store at one end of the road and at the other end of the road. And believe it or not, their gas prices are different from each other. So it just depends on you know. I usually like going to the grocery store on this end because it less people. The parking lot's not the best, but it's just less people. I'm a non-peoply kind of person. You'd never guess that because I mean, here I am just being social in a way. Okay, so we're getting really kind of good crinkly pumpkin. Yay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I will not drive out of my way for anything. Papa will tell you if I am on an errand, let's just say I'm doing errands for the day. If I pass it up, it might get done the next day. It might get done the next day or the next time I'm out running errands because I do not like to backtrack. I do not. I I'm not a backtracker. I plan my day of errands in accordance to the drive path. That is it. And I always look at it like if I drive past it, wasn't meant for me to do today. Less peopling is always a strong yes. And it's not that it's bad. It's just I just don't I can't do it anymore in life. My dad used to tell me it was his patience level. He couldn't deal with people anymore. That was his disability. And I told him, I said, "Dad, if that was the case and that was a disability, there'd be a lot of people on disability." Because I think the older we get, and this is not mean about older people because I'm older. I'm older. I just think it's less of the BS. I mean, maybe young people feel that way too. I mean, I don't know. Just less of the BS. Less peopling. Less peopling. More yarning, less people. You know. So, yep, this little pumpkin, he's pumpkining up a lot better than I thought he was going to. We're on the last stitch of the first row, I think. No, we're not. We have one more stitch after this one. Four. Alright. I find my tolerance for idiocy is lower than it used to be. Yes. I always used to be one of those type of people. I was like, gosh, I hope I'm not like that when I get older. I'm gonna be like that when I get well, and then I really don't have a really much of a chance anyway because I think that the red hair adds to the cantankerous because I'm like, as a child, I was picked on so much. I'm like, yeah, I'm not putting up with this very much longer. So, okay. Am I in the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Oh, we did one too many in that one. That's why. I'm like, where is that stitch at? Nope. That is the beginning stitch. So we're going to go up and attach. That's the little false stitch. I was trying to put some stuff in the false stitch. Okay, so this is the first round of the pumpkin. We'll have to get that in there. It'll have to be whatever. So I think Peepop would probably like this. She would just probably like it because she'd be like, yeah, Gigi, I like that. I think you should give me that so I can roll it around in my hands. These are eyeballs. Where in the world where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? There we go. And I'm sure some of you know who I just know who Carmen Sandiego is because of the kids. I never watched it. I never watched Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego. I think at that point in my life I was working all the time, I felt. And then when I could sleep during the day, I watched the show and had the board game. My kids watched it, but I worked nights, I think, a lot during that time of their lives. So I think I slept while they would watch that. No, I would say most of the time I would be um watch their shows with them. So now we're gonna put 5 double crochets of the splitting yarn, 1, 2, 3, into each stitch. So we're going to see how much this builds up. And the splitting yarn is probably going to drive me crazy. So hopefully I won't. Yeah, it's going to drive me crazy. But this will be a cute little scrubby on its own, one round. But I kind of want to make it a full pumpkin. Like I said, I'm probably going to take this to work and chuck it at people when they get on Not really. But if I do, I will take and, I will get some video for y'all. I watched it and also watched the now see, the cartoon is what I remember. 1, 2, 3, 4. My hair's coming out. But it was on wasn't the show on Nickelodeon? I wanna say it was, but I could be wrong. 3. PBS, okay. See? I said I could be wrong. I 1, 4, and 5. I'm more of a s oh. Oh, thank you for the check-in, Linda. I'm more of a was a Scooby-Doo, Jetsons, Flintstones kinda kid, so I was stuck in the Stone Ages into the future and rode around with a bunch of kids in a van with a talking dog kinda kid. 1, 2, 3. And I love Saturday mornings. Oh, Super Friends. Yes, and the Wonder Twins activate. I know. And it was shape of a water bucket, shape of an elephant. It was okay. We've got me started. Papa's probably in the other room grinning right now. I did like Batman and Robin though. Oh, Captain Planet and the Magic School Bus. Yes. Yes, I do remember those too. Let's just keep on keeping on with our little 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in each one while we're on our ad. And we might get 2 or 3 stitches down the road since it's 5 double crochets in each one. I think it's gonna be a nice size scrubby, but like I said, think I'm gonna make one for KK with red so she can have a big gigantic cherry. Yeah, the '60s Batman and Robin, yes. 2, 3. Adam West. I don't know who played Robin, but I do remember Adam West. I love Scooby-Doo, but He-Man and She-Ra and the Thundercats were your favorites growing up. Cool. Burt Ward, okay. Now I remember. See, I remember the name. I just couldn't think of it. Those were the best, though. And okay, I can feel it. I'm telling you, my hair is falling out like no other today. And Eartha Kitt, I think that's her name, Eartha Kitt. Someone got your son laser tag set for his birthday. I'm gonna have an eye twitch in about So I know that we're doing the Caesar Romero was the Joker. Yes. Yes. You also watched the old Lone Ranger and the Rangers. Yes, Tonto and the Lone Ranger. Those were good. And what was it, Bonanza with Michael Landon? I think that was his name. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. That was 6 in that one. Trying to think of other. The shows back then were really good. Now, when I worked at Sam's, every day um we watched it was come on it was like Emergency, Quincy, and I can't remember the show that come on afterwards, but we always had a television playing in the back because people would return TVs. So we couldn't send back a television that wasn't defective. So, like if somebody said it had lines in it and things like that, then the guy would watch it and if it didn't have anything wrong with it, sometimes the store manager would approve them to put it back out on the floor as just a used TV and sell it for a little less. Now, I'm trying to think. I just remember Emergency and Quincy. Can't remember the other one that would come on. Because I loved Quincy as a kid. Loved Quincy. Probably should have become a pathologist. I don't think I could have become a coroner because I don't think I could have dealt with no. Because people are like, "Oh, you only deal with people that have passed." Yeah, but there's too much up in the air with that. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, so your grandmother always loved Quincy. He was probably very controversial for his time. When I was pulling this green out, I found another green of a cone of Lily Sugar and Cream, this same green color. I was like, "Goodness gracious, what is it with the green?" That lime green, and it looks lime to me. It says bright citrus, but it looks lime green to me. Bullwinkle and Snagglepuss. Oh, yes. And Rocky the squirrel. And what were the 2 little villains' names? The little man and the little woman. She was real they kinda look like Morticia and Gomez Adams. So, oh, what were their names? Natasha and Boris. Yes. And why I say they look like but they did. They look like, Gomez and Morticia. And is everybody ready for the last 4 episodes of Wednesday to be coming out this Wednesday? It's coming out on 9/3. My aunt always liked the vampire soap, Dark. Yes. Yes, it was. It was Dark Shadows. Yes, Dark Shadows. No one and then I'm going, "No one knows but the shadow." That has nothing to do with Dark Shadows, has nothing to do with Dark Shadows. That was a comic book character. No one knows but the shadow. Anyway, my grandmother, on my mom's side, she would always say that. Um, I love the Addams Family too. I was a pretty much a television kid when I was a kid. I really do all and Yogi and Boo Boo, yes. Yogi was just out after the next picnic basket. Yes, "Hey, Boo Boo." Oh, I love y'all so much. No, the monsters weren't as good. I did watch the monsters, but they weren't as good as the Addams Family. They just weren't. Um I'm sure that like people have Star Trek and Star Wars, I'm sure there are monsters and Addams Families people. Um, but I was more of an Addams Family. I would watch the monsters, but if they were both on at the same time, the monsters wouldn't have got watched. It would have been because I love Morticia, always feeding that plant. And, Wednesday was hilarious as a kid. You know, Pugsley always blowing things up. And I would say probably it was thing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But yes, I am looking very, very forward. Let me put this right here so I know where my first stitch is because not that I don't think that I'm going to lose it because, but we are getting off very well formed here. You like them both, Miko? You're here. It was the Addams Family, Leave It to Beaver. Oh, Andy Griffith and the Partridge Family. I remember Leave It to Beaver too, but Andy Griffith. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, 1313 Mockingbird Lane. Now, I will say the one thing about the monsters that I did love about their house was that stairwell that would went up, and didn't they have like a dragon as a pet or some kind of monster underneath the stairs? I remember you talking about that. Fang, yes, Fang. I remember him talking about Fred Gwynn being buried in the same cemetery. I don't know who would okay. We're we're on a mission. No, we're not. Who was Fang? I could have sworn there was a Fang. Yep, when he retired, he moved to Maryland in the part where the state oh, they say that the Leave It to Beaver and the monsters were in the same house, and at one time when Beaver had to go to a scary house, it was actually oh, okay. Well, the doggos come first. Biscuit, don't get any ideas. Biscuit's like, "What doggos? I heard you say doggos." 1, 2, 3, 4. Um, okay. I'm gonna say this. The only Fang that I can think of is in Harry Potter. Hold on. Yes, Hagrid's dog's name was Fang. So that could be the only. I still find it funny how many fiber artists have pets. Hey, um, Fang is what Phyllis Diller called her husband. Oh, okay. Pets are my biscuit. He's my best friend that lives in the house with me. I mean, and then we have Papa. He's my best friend too. But I would say that Biscuit um is the he likes being like the child between us. Fang. I remember that too. What was that movie that she was in? And was it Cannonball Run? And she was in a car and she had those long nails on and they hit the roof and they broke. I think that was the name of the movie, Cannonball Run. It had Dom DeLuise in it. I don't know if it had Burt Reynolds, but I know it had Dom DeLuise. We are really going on down memory lane today. I mean, which I don't mind. And then we're going to go into this one. 2, 3. Oh, see, I knew somebody would know. I just remember Dom DeLuise in it. Because I think and correct me if I'm wrong, but in the Bandit 2, not the original Bandit, I think Dom DeLuise was the person with the elephant that they had to move in the second movie on 2. First one was about beer. Sammy Davis Jr. was in it also. Funny, funny, funny. I had to introduce my husband to Scrimshaw Pottery on Instagram. His work makes my spooky pirate heart so happy. Aw. I remember when I was in 5th or 6th grade, we had a Scrimshaw artist come to school, and it was on a piece of ivory. I'm pretty positive because that was way back in the day. And and I mean way back in the day. So we're talking if I was in the 5th grade, we're talking at least a good 40 years ago. No, we're talking more than anyway, we had to write a essay about scrimshaw, basically scrimshaw, and where it came from, and basically all. And whoever won the essay, and the guy that made it, the piece of scrimshaw, whatever, he was the one that read all of our essays, and that person would win the little piece that he had made. So I just think crafting is wonderful, and it's an art. Something to put your heart into. You're right. Makes your heart happy. Okay. I'm losing my stitch marker in all of this, but we have a good bit to go. And then we're going to make the leaf and the leaf and the string. 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm hoping when I make the acrylic one with the 6.5, because when I was reading this, it said it really, I think it says it really doesn't matter what yarn you use, as long as you use a yarn, the hook that is recommended for the yarn size. And I think we've lost Papa, because I think he didn't have a good night's rest last night. It's probably me keeping him up with all the crocheting, because my brain was going 100 miles a minute last night. I could not get to sleep. I just had so many crafty thoughts in my head. And I was like, yep, got to get that done, got to get that done, got to get that done. And then, of course, I was like, oh, why get that done? I can start something new. And that's literally what I was doing last night, trying to figure something out. So I started something new. There's where my ADHD or ADD brain goes. Should have probably just drank a cup of coffee, and I would have went straight to sleep. I will say that. That is the one thing coffee will do for me. It does kind of tire me out. Papa drinks a coffee that late at night, he's up all night. Me, I'm ready to go to sleep. And I don't understand, because people's like, well, caffeine should keep you up. I think I'm caffeine intolerant because of all the Diet Coke I've drank in my life. So we are just truck-a-lucking along, and this is building up really well. Starting to look really good. So I understand why there are only 2 rows in this, because I guess if you didn't build it up as fast, but putting 6 in one and then going back around and putting 5 in the one, it builds it up really fast. So you can get a cute little scrubby all at once. Biscuit's over there snorting at me. 3, 4, and 5. Caffeine really doesn't wake you up anymore either, but it does not. You know what? I would say, okay, now this is where I think some of you will understand me. Now, when you wake up in the morning, whether it's coffee, for me, it's Diet Coke, whatever. Um, it's just like you need that first thing in the morning. People will probably say, no, you don't. But no, I do. Um, so I completely understand people who drink coffee in the morning and they're like, I need it to maybe not function, but function. See, Papa needs, when he wakes up, he has to be like up and he moves around a bit and whatever. But he's one of those type of people that when he goes to work, he he you can't hit him right when you go in with everything. He needs silence. He's like, "Give me a few minutes to get into the groove and then whatever." Now me, if I go to work and I I let's just say I stopped by McDonald's and got a Diet Coke. Um, I wouldn't care if I ordered breakfast and they handed me the wrong breakfast out the window. It wouldn't matter. The Diet Coke needs to be the Diet Coke needs to be right. Um, because I I don't wanna take a sip, and like the other day I went through and the girl goes, "Did you say a large Dr. Pepper or a large Diet Coke?" And I was like, "A large Diet Coke." She goes, "Okay." And she changed it. I could see her changing it. I was like, "Yeah, we're gonna get to the window. This is gonna be a cluster." The girl, I get to the door, the girl's already handed out. I'm thinking the girl just corrected it. So that has to be a Dr. Pepper. Try not to be negative, but it was a Dr. Pepper. And she was like, I'm like, the one thing that I think this is for anybody that, and I would say probably Dr. Pepper people too, because I think that Dr. Pepper has like its own following. There are people that have Dr. Pepper, but they'll drink other things. But if they want a Dr. Pepper, they want a Dr. Pepper. But me, if I'm a part of a Diet Coke cult. And yeah, unfortunately, it has to be Diet Coke. She looked like I inconvenienced her, but I'm like, I can't drink the Diet Coke. I just was like, she kind of looked at me like, you could have drank this Diet Coke. And I was like, I'm diabetic. I can't have all that sugar. It'll mess me up for the rest of the day. I didn't lie. Didn't lie. I am diabetic. But I think Dr. Pepper people are like Diet Coke people. I mean, Dr. Pepper, it has like to me, it has a a fruit smell. Like I want to know what kind of fruit they put in the drink. What kind of fruit syrup do they put in there? Because it smells good. Like Dr. Pepper smells good. And I know that probably sounds weird for me to say that a Coke smells good or a drink smells good. Coke Zero or Dr. Pepper Zero, Fresca and root beer if we're going caffeine free. Now Papa loves a good root beer one too. I like both Diet Coke and Diet Dr. Pepper. There is cherry in Dr. Pepper along with other flavors. I just know it smells Dr. Pepper smells good. Like, I mean, if I liked Dr. Pepper, um, you know, and back in the day when I worked at a restaurant, um, and I was a waitress, I would people would bring their drinks, like, on a tray to if they got their drinks all mixed up, I'd be like, "You can tell Doctor Diet Coke is darker than Coke, but Dr. Pepper has a smell." So I would just say, "If you wanna smell your drink, Dr. Pepper has a smell. It's a fruit smell." And they were like, "Really?" And I was like, "I can't believe you don't know that." Um, Diet Dr. Pepper tastes like regular Dr. Pepper to me. I've actually heard that. You don't like Dr. Pepper, but you love Cherry Coke Zero. I may be addicted to the Dr. Pepper and cream soda. Heaven. Um, Papa loves root beer and cream soda, but he does there's a cream soda that I think it's I'm not messing this up because I will probably never live it down if I've gotta look at the picture of this. Yes. Um, he loves IBC he likes I shouldn't say loves, but he likes IBC cream soda. So, yes, he loves that one. Used to like Mountain Dew, but can't drink it. There's a girl at work and, she likes Mountain Dew Slushie. I don't know if I'm saying that right. IBC is the only root beer you will drink. Well, look at there, Crafty, you and Papa have something in common. IBC root beer. I mean, cream soda. Gosh, I don't wanna call it root beer. I like cream soda, but you like the red cream soda more. I don't know which one he likes, but, there's a restaurant we go to that has the red cream soda, and he'll get it when we go there. You like birch beer? I'm not a big root beer fan, but every once in a while. 3, 4. I'm not a big root beer fan either. Not really. It's the birch beer is popular in Pennsylvania. I think we're getting to the point where this is getting a little tight, but we still have this much to do. So, it's a lot. So, pull that back. Making sure I like root beer okay, but Barks is your favorite. Now, I'm if I had like to choose between Barks and A&W, I would do Barks. But I have to be in the mood for a root beer. I mean, I literally have to be in the mood for a root beer. And I don't know if I've ever had root beer float, and I'm being honest, I really don't. And I'm pretty positive if I'd had one, I would know I had one. But I don't really like mixing ice cream with any kinda soda, so I'm pretty positive I've never had one. Think I'm gonna play a yarn chicken with this. I don't know if I'm gonna make it. I don't like any soda floats. Ice cream and soft drinks, yes. I'm with you, Crafty. Soft drinks to me, soft drinks and ice cream do not belong together. I think Sonic had that out for a while, like, you could get ice cream and you could get their ice cream, if it's ice cream, and, a soda, I think. I'm not really sure. I feel like I have hair. Telling you. Hey, Trouble Crochet, how are you doing? At least the 5 is a little bit easier to not messing up as much. Like on the when I was doing 6, I'd get the 5 and I'd be like, "Oh, you could probably do a float with any soda, maybe except ginger ale." I don't yeah, no. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Trouble. I saw one when went to when I went to see, P-Pop this weekend. We went to a mall, and they had a Johnny Rockets in it, and I haven't seen a Johnny Rockets since I've lived in Myrtle Beach. Now, where this mall was, I could see, so orange juice and vanilla ice cream. To me, that sounds like a creamsicle. I am making a um, pumpkin scrubby. One of your regulars will get a Dr. Pepper with chocolate ice cream. Oh, no, 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 it's fine, Trouble. It is fine. This is the last row of the scrubby, and then we're going to make it has a leaf on it. I don't know if I think I should do the leaf. For me, I feel like a pumpkin has a stem. It doesn't necessarily always have a leaf. What do you think, Biscuit? You want back up here? Um, much different from a scrubby pumpkin. True. Come on, baby. Come here. Come on. Come on. I'm in the middle of a pattern. You've got to come on. You've either got to come up here. Scrubby. I don't want no, you don't want to scrub. Okay. Yes, it's cotton. And I'm arguing with the dog. You think your brain synced? That is what it's all about. Hi, Dandy. How are you doing? I am doing good. All of a sudden yawning. 2, 3, 4. I got one more put in there. Okay. I will put you up here, but you're going to have to. Yes, this is cotton. This is Lily Sugar and Cream. Now I don't know why I have gone in. Come here. Don't make me chase you down. Sit right there, bud. Oh, you have Biscuit. Well, hopefully this surgery is something 1, 2, 3. Okay. Um, going hopefully you'll have a speedy recovery. Biscuit, just sit behind me, baby. 3, 4. Okay. Now this is really getting floofy. Floofy. We're getting floofy. We might make it there. We might make it there. I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna end up playing yarn chicken in the end. For some odd reason, that's why. It's a gender affirming surgery, so it's a good thing. That is a good thing. Three. Woo. My brain is shutting off, and it shouldn't be. Biscuit, quit shaking behind me, baby. You can't be that cold. There's a blanket back there. Here, babe. Yeah, yarn chicken it is. It's going to be yarn chicken. Putting 5 double crochets into each one of these things. I 1, 2, 3. I'm going to make it if my pumpkin depends on it. I have to make it. My pumpkin has to make it. I'm gonna cut out getting a headache, gonna try to sleep it off. Oh, no. Thank you for stopping in. You have a good day, and I hope that the headache goes away. I'm sorry, fairy dust. If I could take it away, I would. I would take it away. I would take it away. I'm on a computer that is set up to allow speech check because it's a communal computer. Okay. 4, 5. I am a pumpkin. 2. So I think either I need to tighten up on these a bit because I mean it's working and it's doing what it needs to do, but course, I think what I'm gonna do is when I get this done, no matter what, since it is a cotton yarn, I think I am going to wet it and scrunchie it up even more. What's so cute, you can make these see, to me, with the green leaf on it, reminds me of an orange, not a pumpkin, because my neighbor, he grows pumpkins, um, not very many, but, I mean, it has a vine, yes, they have vines, but why do I feel like there's a hair in my shirt? 2, 3. But they have more of whenever I think of a pumpkin, I think of the stem at the top. So, the brown is more whatever. Now, if you put a leaf on it, the green leaf, I feel like you could say it was an orange. So, that's what I'm gonna go with. If you put the green leaf on it, it's an orange. But around here, in the east side of Tennessee, it's a go big orange because of the football team, so it would work. It would work. Mm. Yeah, 3, 4. The one thing that I'm not looking forward to for fall, and I'm gonna find this hair that's in my shirt sooner or later. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is the holiday traffic because technically it's going to start. The holiday traffic's going to start. Like there's a way I drive home from work after I would say once the Black Friday sales start, there's no sense in taking that direction home. I have to drive a little bit further down. Doesn't I would say it adds on to my drive, but not that bad of an add-on. But then, I mean, it's like it's just that time of year. It's just the traffic is horrendous. And you would think people would think, "Oh, it can't be that bad because a lot of people do online shopping." Yeah, but I think there are a lot of people and that like to go out and they like to shop and they like to get into that hustle and bustle of the holidays because I mean, the holidays do bring joy. Um they can bring sadness too, but I mean, I think the people that get out and they do the physical shopping, I think they really do enjoy it. So, it's something that it's a part of what they do. Like, there's a girl I work with. She is the same age as my middle daughter, and she still goes out Black Friday shopping with her mother-in-law, and they do all that. And I'm like, you could not get me out on Black Friday to shop. I just couldn't do it. And I think that's because I've worked in retail for so many years before I started doing the job that I do now that that's the one thing that I want to avoid. I do not wanna go out on that day. Too many people out and too many people doing, crazy things. I just stay home, do my online shopping, eat my leftover turkey, or we don't have turkey, we have ham. We do ham for Thanksgiving. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to do this. Do, do, do. Swear to goodness. I'm going to I'm trying to find my Yep. Let me just go ahead. So, it feels like yeah, I might be getting there, but I just don't know. 2, 3, and 4, 5. 4 and 5. So, what does everyone have planned for the rest of the weekend? I mean, it is a holiday weekend for some. Well, it's a holiday weekend. Yeah, it is a holiday weekend for some because there are other people from different parts of the world that probably don't celebrate Labor Day like we do in America. Um, I am going to be catching up on some things that I need to catch up on. Um, I am really actually looking forward to Monday because I think that I'm going to just pull out like maybe 1 or 2 whips and get them done while I am doing chores around the house. Um, because the chores that I have to do involve, like laundry, things like that. So I can work on things in between loads of laundry and maybe get 1 or 2 things finished up. And then that way, 2 more things. My brother's coming. We haven't seen him. Oh, that is cool, Trouble. That is cool. My mother-in-law will be here in a week and a half, I think. So I'm actually looking forward to that. She will be here. My husband's taking the week off to be with her. I think the girls are going to make sure they have some time off. You get to see your niece for the first time. Yay. I was going to ask if you were visiting the parents this weekend or not. You know, 1, 2, 3. You're here all week. That is good. All and you're delivering dolls. Time to be spoiled like a man. That is it. That is it, Axis. That's why my kids come around. I'm just kidding. They don't come around just to be spoiled. 1, 2, 3. I would say my most favorite time of having all the kids around is like sitting down to dinner or lunch and just I don't know, catching up, having a great conversation. My eyes feel like they're about ready to fall like this. So, I think I'm gonna be playing yarn chicken here at the end of this axis. When I was went to see P-Pop and my mom came um over and we spent the weekend with the P-Pop and my daughter and her significant other, we, uh we did some shopping. We did some shopping, and my mom did buy me a pair of boots. I haven't worn 'em yet, other than, to work one day. I had to get boot socks so that I could wear them because, boot socks, you have to buy them just a little bit big. No, it doesn't happen a lot. I mean, I would say, um, I'm not around. I don't get to see my mom as often. Um, Pop and I are both probably relegated, and I know this sounds really weird. We If we had more time, we would, but both of our mothers live like 6.5 hours away from us. So my mom still refuses to not work. She works part-time. She needs to whatever, but she won't. Um so sometimes it's kind of hard for us to see our mom. So we're kind of relegated to once or twice a year, which kind of is a little bad. 3 hours would be wonderful. If we lived closer like that, it would be easier. Now see, 3 hours for me is like me getting ready to go see P-pop. Um, I would do it probably more if I didn't work, but then I also wouldn't wanna be a burden and, um, infringe on their time. I don't wanna be that mom. I don't wanna be that mom. Yep. I don't know. I might make it, Axis, I might. I might. I have more orange, and I could possibly it's it's the same whatever, I just have to untangle it to get it, and then, make a knot, then keep sewing, and things like that. Why do I feel like I hear Papa moving around and Biscuit's not barking? But yeah, 3 hours is a P-pop trip. Hi, Unstable. How are you doing, Unstable? Welcome in, welcome in. We're getting to the end of this pumpkin scrubby, and I feel like I'm getting ready to play yarn chicken, and I really do honestly feel like I'm going to lose, but that's okay. I'm not going to lose by that much, and I do have more orange yarn. It's just I'm going to have to untangle it because I got mad at the beginning of the stream and had a bunch of yarn barf and decided, nope, I'm snipping it. I am not dealing with that yarn barf. Wrong move to make. So yarn chicken came out. And it's like, haha, you should have left me altogether and untangled it. But, me being me and deciding, nope, it's not for me. I'm going to do it my way. Can you untangle it now and incorporate it? Yes, I can. Um, but I'm going to play off how close I can get with this. We're going to see. Hopefully. It's actually a lot bigger than it looks in the picture because this is actually quite big, and I am using a number 5 millimeter hook, an H, recommended size for the Lillian cream, I think. It might be because you do 4 for amigurumi. And, I mean, it's working out pretty good. I mean, I thought, "Gosh, that's gonna be awful little. Do I really wanna make something that tiny of a pumpkin?" But we shall see. Maybe the wrong move, but it's fair. I have the worst tangled lace yarn that I just can't deal with anymore. It loves the bag now. Yes. I have a bag, and I took something apart, and I have it in my, as Crafty would call it, my schnibble bag, because I have a jar that I put all my stuff into that I trim off, and then when that fills up, I put it into a Ziploc baggie. And so it lives in a bag. Um, so then, I go, I'm gonna send it to somebody one day, but because I'm never gonna, I mean, I could use it as stuffing. Hey, Ann, how are you doing? Thank you for the check-in. Thank you for the lurk. Um, 1, 2, 3. But I think this is gonna be cutting it close. It's going to be cutting it close. And I'm glad that I decided to put the stitch marker in the yarn. It's not gonna be cutting it close. I don't know. Did I don't know. We'll see when we get to the end of this thing. With it building up as much as it is, I'd be like, we're done. Yay. And, you know, we'll get to the end of this yarn and it could be one of those moments where you're like, oh, I could just end it. It's a scrubby, for goodness sakes. Though I want it to be perfect. Don't ask me why. I do. And you know what? I think I'll just give this to KK and I'll tell her it's an orange, not a pumpkin. And then her people, while they're getting their hair done, can fidget with a you could always crochet a pillow and use. That's true. That is true. I'm actually getting ready. I am making an elephant pillow for my niece. She loves elephants. She's having a baby, and I've gotten the pattern off of. I'm doing the patchwork elephant off of Your Inspirations. This actually is from Your Inspirations too, and it is just called. It's a beginner level too, so um, it's called a pumpkin poof scrubby. So it is a free pattern. So if you feel like in the pumpkin mood or the poofy or the scrubby mood, go right on ahead because it is, and it works up really fast. What in the heck? Yes, this is. Oh, I don't really have that much longer to go. I'm all over this scrubby thing. Welcome back. Welcome back. I thought I had more to go because of the way the scrubby was. I might actually win at this yarn chicken. I now have faith in myself. I should always have faith in myself. should always have faith in myself. But welcome back, everyone. This is why you put a stitch marker in the very first stitch. Because here I am looking at it across my ball going, look at all this that I've got to go through. And I really don't have that much more to do. So, I mean, I do have a bit to get there. And this will make a cute little scrubby. And I think I'm going to take the hanger and I'm going to figure out how to go in through there and just have it go around, like, and attach it. Not attach it, but make it go through there instead of sewing it on to seeing. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Hi, Bubbles. How are you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. How is the start of school going for you? How is everything going? I hope good. Um, oh, no, 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 no. You are fine. You are fine. That is good that your students are doing good. I have a girl that I work with, and her son, he rides the bus home, and this little kid was poking him. Now, the kid's a grade older than him, and he told the little boy to stop, and the little boy wouldn't stop, and there was an altercation, and I was like, "Oh, God, shh." I'm glad my girls were girls, even though I would have told them to defend themselves too. But my team is resistant to having new members because they really like someone else that was in your position before. You know what? But they're going to see that you are great at what you do, and they're going to love you. They haven't been straightforward about things they want, and it's caused a lot of confusion in which oh, that's not good. Do you need me to come up there and take care of them? I can. Be like, you're not picking on her. You're not going to do this. With just communication, communication, communication. It's really all it is. Communicate. Papa will tell you when the work he does, if there's not communication, sometimes it's a lot of confusion. You have to be, you have to say it. People can't read your minds. People. All I have to know, I was disappointed because they weren't direct about what they wanted, so it made my day yesterday gloomy. Yes. Do not let them get you down. You are a wonderful, wonderful person. You have a wonderful attitude. You, of everybody, I mean, I would love to if my kids were still in school, I would love for them to have you as a teacher. 1, 2, 3. I was just sad, but now I'm focusing on yes. See, you are such a positive person. It does get you down, but you're such a positive person. Papa and I still talk about how you get your kids engaged on and just their work. I just think it's amazing. You bring real life skills to these children so they understand that, when I had a teacher in high school, it was in high school. I took algebra and trig. I took it because I had to take another math. I had to fill up my schedule, whatever. And I was taking a honors physics at the time. Now I love science. Math wasn't my favorite, but science. But you need math and science. But my physics teacher, my trig teacher went to my physics teacher and said, "I don't understand. She's pulling a D in my class, but she's pulling an A in your class." And she says, "I give Bray everyday problems to work out, and that's why. So if she knows what she's doing it for, then she doesn't have a problem." My crochet dress is going well though, and I added more on the website. They're learning measurements. So now that is cool. See? I'm telling you, you just everyday lessons. So, see? I mean, the thing of it is if you bring, yes, if you bring something interesting into it, and I've always liked to craft, but science was just something I liked with all the reactions and for there's a for every action there is a reaction. So, yes, um, explain it to me that way and I've got it. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna be pushing it. We had them try to measure like ancient Egyptians and then see, and why? That is would be my I think it's weird, and I'm just gonna say I think it's weird. Weird now as an adult. As an older an adult, I don't even know how to talk. Um, we're the United States is the only country that's not on the metric system. So I really do go out of my way. So to when people say, "Oh, it's a meter," I'm like, I want to know what that is. So centimeters is fingers, palms is rulers, wrist to elbow, meter. Oh, wrist out. That is cool. That is cool. And see, you get in there. Do not act up, you little stitch. I'm making it too loose right there. But of course, we got different measurements, so they understood why there is a system now. True, true. Two. Yeah, we're going to be pushing this. USA, Myanmar, and Libya. Oh, now see, I did not know those other two. In parallel with imperial units. Oh, see, I did not know that about Liberia and Myanmar. We just have to be different. We just have to be different. So, yeah, so I don't know. We might make it. We might make it. I've got this right here just in case I don't to add to it. I cut it off because it was all tangled up, thinking, oh, and I pulled the skein out and I should have waited because it said how many grams was needed. I knew there weren't many, but I knew we weren't the only ones. You wouldn't think if we dumped there too. True. True, true. I don't ow, my legs are killing me. I probably shouldn't sit so long, but I'm moving my legs. I'm moving them. Keep them going. Okay. Wonder this might make it. I am trying. I am trying. I think it's because I have my leg. You know how you bend your leg up underneath yourself when you're setting? I probably shouldn't have been setting on it. So, and you know what? And at least, I mean, I learned something new today. That is a great thing. If, if I strive, I learned yesterday at work, I learned something new that I did not know that I could do. I did not know, I did not know I was allowed to do this one function. And my supervisor was like, yeah, why would you not think you could do it? And I was like, because I I just thought that belonged to somebody else to do. And she's like, "No, you can correct it if you want. It's not that big of a deal. And, that way you don't have to wait on somebody else to correct it." And I was like, "This is great." So, 2 days in a row I've learned something. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. A TWIP is a typographical measure, and it's so now when someone is being small, just I will have to remember that. I will have to remember that. So we're gonna make it. Oh, thank you, Anne, for stopping in. You have a wonderful day. You have a wonderful day. We are almost to the end of this, and I'm probably gonna have to get the other one out. And to me, this reminds me more of a loofah, the size of a loofah. Would I use it as a loofah? I don't know. It could be used as a loofah. Looks like brain coral. It does, doesn't it? Oh, and make them all different colors, like, um, the reds. Yeah. Just get a picture of the coral reef, put it behind me. So tomorrow is of the last day of the first month that I'm giving a giveaway for my leaderboard. So I will announce that tomorrow. 1, 2, 3. And then we will decide what we're going to do for September. I'm going to have to be more present for September. Even I think I'm taking a couple days off of work. Their doctor's appointment days. Maybe I'll just get on and do those surprise streams during the middle of the day while people are working, and they'll be like, "Whoa, I just got notified Bree's streaming. Let me hop on." uh, so I am going to do a couple yarn hauls though, because, well, hauls, not necessarily yarn hauls, because I did order from Hirschner's, Mary Maxim, and I've got some stuff that I got from Hobby Lobby and that I want to show. And I think it's really, really cool. And let's see, where are we? Yeah, yeah, the yarn chicken is going to win. Yarn chicken's going to win. But I've got news for it. I've got more yarn. Not much, but we might make it with both of them. If I would have just been patient this morning and not decided to rip it all apart. But no, I had to go and get emotional with the yarn. Didn't mean to hit y'all. Listen, it was coming out of, I was wrapped around it. It was wrapped around the skein of yarn. And I'm not mentioning this, but I someone has my yarn winder and they've had it for over a month and I really want it back. And they were supposed to bring it the last time they came to see me. And either they left it in their car and forgot about it, and then I forgot about it too. So, and I've really been trying to, I have a tub of yarn over to this side of me, and I've been trying to go through, wind it up, get everything together, and be like, oh, you know, because I want to get rid of the tub. I don't want to get rid of the tub. I want to use the tub for something else. You'll get the winder back. I get the hint. I'm actually going to call the yarn winder, and I'm not going to call her the thief because she actually did borrow it. She borrowed a bunch of my yarn to wind up to put on the wall behind me, and yeah, and now that was not a good thing. So I had a little piece of random yarn in there. And I was thinking about taking all the extra balls that I have, like that. Hold on. Where are they at? There we go. They're really small. Like, where is one of them at? Oh, like this. And I've got like bunches of like little balls with different colors. And I'm just gonna make like what I call a hobo blanket. and just run the yarn in the pattern until I run out of yarn, and then move to the next one. When I have yarn that I take a piece of I'm telling you something, I gotta do something. Panther, I am going to lose it. Well, if I tell her today, she'll put it in her car and she'll bring it back for sure. But, I mean, I'm sure yarn winder is not the one thing that's on her mind when she's walking out of her house. She's probably like, "Let me get to mom and dad's." That's she's our we have 2 kids that are, like, project kids, and by that, I mean, like, they come over and they start projects with you, and they keep you on track. They don't let you derail from the project. "No, this is what we're doing today, and we're gonna get it done." And me, I'm the mom that sits back and drinks the Diet Coke and goes, "Okay, y'all get at it. Have fun." And Papa likes to get right in the middle of it, but I'm like, "This is not what I wanna do with my weekend. Give me yarn and a box of whips, and I'm gonna pick up yarn and make another whip." That's just me. So, I've made all those little bitty balls of yarn, and I'm like, I'm just gonna make a crazy colored blanket. That's what I'm going to do. So, and I feel like I'm running out of space, but I know I'm not because it is going to come to an end. This row will come to an end. And I would be a little bit more conscious of where my knot ended on this, but with it being a loofah, I'm not really worried about it. Oh, that thin cardboard is good. It is actually good. Because now that you said it, like here we go, this is the color, and so I just used the little thing and tabbed around it so I know what this is so that I have it. Weird that I would actually have that right next to me, and we're talking about it. So, I'm gonna hit a light, hit a camera or something here in just a minute. Get in trouble. Okay, I'd say we don't have that many more stitches to go. So, your children got quiet? Yeah, I would go check on them, especially if they have a laser. Especially if they have a laser. They're plotting. They're plotting. Maybe not. Maybe not. We're gonna give the benefit of the doubt to the kiddos They just may be taking a break and crafting or something. Uh, yeah, I think I should have weighed this yarn before I started this project just to make sure I had the right amount. Plus, I'm really not using the same. I'm not using a scrubby yarn, but it says I didn't know they had. Yeah, we can as soon. I did not know that Red Heart had a scrubby yarn. I'm pretty positive I did know they had a scrubby yarn because the last time that I was in Walmart, um, I actually looked and I saw a scrubby yarn. I was like, "Oh, I didn't know they had a scrubby yarn." But it's not like no, I was gonna say it's not like I thought it was, but yes, it is. You'll have a chicken sandwich? Okay. I was getting ready to say she's already following me. What are you talking about? You're talking about you, you goofball. Chicken sandwich does sound good. Like a big, gigantic fried chicken sandwich. Great minds think about the meat inside the bread. Yeah, I want a big piece of fried chicken. I don't want, like, some I just had some Sam's Club rotisserie chicken. See, if it wasn't so late on a Saturday, I would be like and what I mean by late, I mean, now everybody's gonna be out and about, but they all might be at the lake this weekend. It's nice weather, they'll and I'm getting ready to say something, and unless you live they're probably gonna drain the lakes after this weekend, and by drain the lakes, they always lower the lake height? I don't know. Wendy's Chicken cutting down the minutes till the yarn store time. Be still your beating heart. Chicken. Yes, Brago's bed at 2 p.m. It's getting late. Yeah, they drain the water down. The lakes aren't as I don't know why they do it, but they do it. There is a scientific reason why they do it. They drain the water down, so I don't know. I have no idea. It has something to do with TVA, the Tennessee Valley Authority. So, I don't know. I don't know where they put the water and where they get the water from when they put it back. I mean, I don't. I'm just telling you what people tell me. And I mean, what you say makes perfect sense. But, I mean, I don't know where they put the water. I mean, it's not like they can store it somewhere. I have no idea. Since you're okay, let's let's go. Did I pass that stupid thing up? No, I didn't. Wendy's spicy chicken sandwich is on my death row last meal list. And why would you think you would even be on death row? We're going to now that you're talking nonsense. Let's you know what? It's the one thing I didn't check today. You shanked a man for sin. Discord was the one thing that I did not check today before I went to stream. So we will have to look at it tomorrow, seller. I promise we will look at it tomorrow. That's not the point. Everyone has their last meal. I don't have a last meal. I really don't. And I don't if I was on a jury and someone was on trial for shanking someone because they stole their yarn, I'm the wrong person to have on that jury. You should hopefully have a finished glove. You're so excited. I don't have, it's sad. I don't have a last meal. Spicy miso ramen and certain sushi with red bean paste. Okay, I'm gonna have to come up with one. I probably would. Yeah. But it'd have to be a homemade biscuit. Like, like a cat. Have you ever heard of cat head biscuits? It'd have to be something like that. Yeah. You thought they were fake? I've heard about weird cat biscuits, yes. They do there's a place in Asheville, North Carolina, and that is I think that's the name of their business, Cat Head Biscuits. I'm not really sure, but they're big biscuits, and you can get it like a sample. The 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 hotel we stayed at when we went there, the guy was telling us, "Now go in there and tell him you want a sample platter of the biscuits with all the gravies they have. It's something that only the locals know about." I'm thinking, no, because you're telling everybody that's not a local. But I was like, okay, you blah, blah, blah." I don't. Your last buffet would have to be a buffet. You once had a dog biscuit out of curiosity and found that stale cookie. You love red bean paste. How sweet it is. You made fluffy biscuits in the air fryer over the weekend. Delightful. I went to the state fair last week and my vegetarian friend came with me. Oh, I didn't know they had meat in that gravy for that. And if it's what I think it is, well, yeah, because it's my grandmother always used to make gravy with milk. Yeah. This is not a single crochet, Bray. It's not a single crochet. Okay, there we go. We're gonna make it. Yeah, we're gonna make it. I'm doing the string. I'm not doing the leaf. Oh, the meat drippings. See, I forgot about that part because she would cook whatever in the thing, then she put the flour in, and then she put yeah, mhm. Okay. Yeah. And that was so you didn't even get any because your friend couldn't have any. That is so sweet of you. I'm all for people doing them, but I'll be like You are a true friend. You did have friend. Sorry, I'm getting chicken tenders. So my spooky stream is gonna be around my spooky birthday. I will be 55 this year, and I can't drive 55. Ha ha. That was cringeworthy. I can see Papa cringing right now. He'd be like, "Bray, you just did not say that." I'd be like, yeah. So picking halls will be here, and we're doing a spooky stream the weekend of my birthday. Well, my birthday will be in the middle of the week, but we're going to do a spooky stream where each, and when I get my Hirschners here, I will show you the spooky thing that I about turned your stream off. Okay. Um, uh, I will show you what I am making on my spooky stream. But yes, I will be 55 this year, and I am looking forward to it. Don't know why. I guess because I'll be 55. I remember when I was a kid and I used to think 55 was so old, and 55 really isn't that old. It really isn't. I mean, my mom is 80, she'll be 82 this year. And I mean, that really isn't old to me anymore. Someone's asleep behind me and it freaked me out because I heard the birds outside. Um, doing something, but it's right up against the window. I can hear them. 55 is the new 45. It sure enough heck is. Okay. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now that you say this, I could have made this in pink yarn, and yes, it would have been a cute little brain for Halloween. It would have. I'd do some actual bird song. The sad thing about it is we have to keep our back windows a lot of times the curtains closed because in Papa's room especially because you can see through and the window. If you're outside, you can see it. It goes straight into one of our bathrooms. So it's a you see the mirror. And if you don't keep that door closed, the birds think they're flying to trees and then they hit the window and it's not good. You can't be hurting the birds. You can't be hurting the birds. I would probably, you know, you want to make some coral now? Well, put up some window decals. True. Um, so this is called the Pumpkin Poof Scrubby on Yarnspirations. It's a free pattern. It'd be how to make your own coral is really what it should say. Okay, gonna do this. Okay, put this back, put this back. We're going to make this. if I did not get the end, there we go. I was gonna say, if I didn't get the end out of that, I'm gonna be mad. Whatever God came up with. True. They're not my favorite. Palmetto bugs are even worse because 'cause they're big and they're just whatever. 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Look at me. It's just a chain. 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. Okay. Now, oh, it even says add a bit of spice to your bathroom with this fun and easy pumpkin shaped scrubby. It's a perfect way to add a festive touch to all autumn long. Yeah, they're getting a little too add a little spice to the bathroom there. Use a yarn needle um attach loop to the scrubby. We're gonna seam it in later. I'm gonna do 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And if I don't like it, I can pull it out and start all over again. This is what I want to do. I'm thinking. Maybe I shouldn't think. This is what I want to do. Um, they come out of the drains. Time to pour. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay. Now this is what I want to do, but that's not how it is. So I think, ooh, that's even a better idea. Oh, yeah. Y'all should not let me loose in this crochet world. I should not be let loose in the crochet world because I'm like, you know what? I don't like that. And then we're going to do this. There we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then let's just do this. Then I'm going to attach it because it's really, we don't need to have this totally straight. So what I did, I know this sounds really weird because, what does Bray not do that's not weird? Since it's a loofah and it really doesn't matter, listen to me, since it's a loofah and it doesn't really matter, I went down in through, let's see, went down through the hole and then brought it up. So it's attached. It's not going to come loose like that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to pull this out. Oh, y'all, I should at least be like the brains of some sort of, you make the pattern and I'm going to come up with ways to whatever, fix it to make me whatever. I know the people who follow patterns are probably cringing right now, and that's fine. Cringe away, cringe away. Because I'm not using this as a loofah, I promise you. So then I'm going to take and it will be down in the loofah. Voila! There is my pumpkin. Just like that. I can't have pets due to my landlord having to take abandoned animals to ooh! I can add a leaf just for you, Access. I will add the leaf. And people, it's just for Access. I was thinking about not adding the leaf. Don't sad you. The green yard's sitting there looking abandoned. It was looking abandoned because I was going to abandon it. Okay, so with the C, we changed 7. 1, 2, 6. Okay. Oh, and I would pull from the outside on this one. But oh, no, it's from the inside. Single crochet in the second chain from the hook. Okay. I lived so chaos. Um, Single crochet in this next stitch. This won't take that long, Papa. You can be looking for stuff while you can be looking for something while I am doing this because this is not going to take very long. The leaf will go fast. It's only 7 stitches. We just got to go down one side and up the other. And next stitch. Then we're going to 5 double crochet in this last stitch. Pumpkin ravioli. That's exactly it. Oh, that sounds good. He might be busy, like killing zombies or something. He might not have time for you. He is, spending the week with his family, Papa. I just thought I would give you a hard time. Oh, I didn't know that. I don't know what these emotes are. What do I look like? I am not. I don't even know what regular emotes are half the time. I mean, we're talking. I'm not emote. I'm not a pro streamer or a pro streamer. I am a casual streamer. And I guess I know why. I mean, Axis is like, you know what? You're not going to use it for a loofah, so you might as well add the leaf to it. Because I mean, why not? Yes, so. Okay. Now, some people would go single crochet right up the middle of this, but that's not what we're using it for. So there we've used the green, and it says, how do we attach this leaf? Okay. I've already sewed the ends in. So we are going to put it right here. I'll look for you when I'm at my parents'. I watch Twitch on couch while they watch it. Well, tonight is a big college game. Is it tonight or is it later today? I don't know. What time did you say that game was today? Are you already watching it? Because there is college football on tonight. Oh, it's on right now. right over left, left over right. That's a square knot. Did y'all know that? I didn't know that. Watched this lady making crochet chicken the other day, and she was like, left over right, right over left over right. That's a square knot. It won't come loose. And I was like, oh, didn't know that. Hi, Yarny. How are you doing? Yes, it's football day. And I shouldn't say it like that, but I don't get like, I don't know. I just don't. Just got home from the yarn store, and Axis is getting ready to go to a yarn store. He's counting down the minutes. He's going to a yarn resale store. Okay. Okay, there we go. I don't know if does that okay. You like it? My yarn store back home has a clearance sale, and I got a bunch of chunky orange wool to make some sort of pumpkin thing. It's so beautiful. Well, there you go. Here is a pumpkin poof. I got me some Lion Brand Quick and Thick to make a wheat stitch pumpkin. I love it. I've actually got I don't know. I might have to tack that right there too. I mean, it's sewn on pretty darn good. But anyway. So Papa, you got me? If not, just let me know and I'll make it myself. And Axis, you will have to take pictures of your yarn adventure for all of us, and we will look at them tomorrow. Biscuit says, "What?" Yes, we're going to look at Axis's yarn. Yeah, that'll be fine. That'll be fine. I am trying to get somewhere. So, but anyway, thank you everybody for coming by and bearing with me on the yarn chicken adventure of the poof. And I actually had a really good time with this. Um, it's quite crazy. It would make a good fidgety thing if I added, some beads to it. Um, um, Viper Vix. Hold on, let me get her up. Viper. Oh, wait, I just did something really crazy. Okay. So everyone, we're going over to um a gamer. She's really, really she's hilarious. She's a hoot. Y'all will love her. She plays Fortnite. And I will see y'all tomorrow. And we were going to do something fun. And maybe I will get all my Hirschners and stuff in and we can look at some stuff tomorrow. Yay. Y'all have fun. We're going to eat and you have a wonderful day. Quick,